Hello, hello. I'm so excited to have here today my amazing client, Laura. She is just, I can't even describe how incredible Laura is. And Laura is a kind of business coach, a little bit of a business mindset coach, but also she works with a network marketing company and is helping women everywhere just really take off with their own businesses and just helping them soar. So I'm so excited to have you here, Laura. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. So, okay, Laura, I wanted to, so Laura in particular has a unique case, both because of the business that she has built and also in the way that she came to me. Laura actually started with my group program, and she was in the group program for about like a week, and then she was like, screw that, I just need to hire you one-on-one. Can you tell us a little bit about, like, first of all, how you even landed with me? Do you remember how you even?
Yeah, it was total God moment. Apparently, somehow I signed up for one of your free things, which is incredible. And then I was just talking to Deb about this, and then I was at my parents' house, and Deb called, and I never answer the phone to like random people because with my other business, I have weirdos call. And I answered and talked to Deb, and she was like, "Oh yeah, have you watched the video?" And I'm like, "No, I don't even know what you're talking about." So we rescheduled the call. I went home, watched the video, and then got back on the phone with Deb and was like, "Oh my gosh, the video was just phenomenal." And then had just a great conversation with her and decided that, finances aren't right. Like nothing was working together, but I needed to figure it out. And so I went home, I figured out how I was going to do it, and I signed up for the group program because the one-on-one was absolutely like, yeah, right. Like just kidding. And then I've signed up for it for a week, and I'm kind of going through this stuff, and I realize with all the stuff that I have going on in my life and what I want, I don't have time to just sit here and do this all by myself. And I transitioned to the one-on-one, and I don't regret it by like not even the slightest, because working with Fabi and having her just kind of really guide me step by step on exactly what to do, how to do, has not only helped my business transform, but it's given me the confidence that I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this. And so just a real total God moment how it all happened. But I'm so grateful that I did transition and trusted my gut, because it really was a gut decision on doing the one-on-one versus just the group.
Right.
You also trust your gut, and even if it doesn't make sense, like if I could tell you where I was at the time that I signed up for this, you would be like, oh my gosh, I can totally do this.
Well, because yeah, tell us a little bit. Obviously, you don't need to go into details, but what was going on with your business at the time, or what was like, in general, what was going on in your mindset too, and yeah.
Well, so at the time, we had a lot of extra people living in the house. We had 6 extra people, 2 dogs, and another cat living with us. And so it was 6 kids, 5 cats, 2 dogs, and 2 couples in one house. And it was just crazy. It was a madhouse. My business was, I knew what I wanted. I knew what my goal was, but how to get from point A to point B with all of this craziness going on, how the heck do I do it? And my family really depended on it. Like everything in our, like buying a new house, I mean, just everything depended on me really figuring out how to do this business. And I wasn't in an okay spot. I mean, you can ask Fabi. I'm an entirely different person now than I was.
Yeah.
Even the 4 months ago, whenever I started with this, and a lot of it has to do with the program. I could cry with the program, with the confidence, with just working one-on-one and really knowing which direction to go. I'm just a whole different person, and it's a whole different life that I'm living and starting to live because I made the decision to do this. And so like if you're crazy, if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I could do this, don't worry, I was too. But you can. It literally is a decision on what do you want in your future, not what do you want right now, and then figuring out a way and making it happen. So
I'm gonna have you talk to every one of my potential clients, like just talk to Laura. No,
yeah.
but it's true. What what I remember when you and I started is that there was a lot of insecurity in who you were. And something that is very common with a lot of my clients is like still a very small vision of what this could turn into. Like you still were very small. And as we started working together, uncovering what your message was about and who you really were, and really understanding that a lot of your audience in your case were people that were in a very similar situation, obviously without the 6 kids, 5 dogs, whatever, like that detail. But, you know, people that were still struggling and still trying to figure things out or whatever, like that you could really connect with them and then build something that could really transform women on a deeper level than just, you know, it's not really about joining this company that you're working with, but it's really also about the additional stuff that we've been able to build together for them that's going to transform them and build their, like, it's just this beautiful circle, right? That it makes a big impact.
Yeah. And it literally did start as a small, okay, this is what I want, and has grown into, okay, this is, I think, going to be like a temporary thing, get this set up, and then I want to help other people do this, and that dream has expanded even more. So it's, I mean, you'll sign up and you'll be like, I don't, you know, I want this, and then all of a sudden a year later, it's this massive thing that you've created because you took the chance on yourself.
Exactly. So, okay, so basically what we did first, obviously, like how I do with all my clients, is look at what your message was, who you were, what you're like, all of this, but also a big important part was what sort of, like, how could we differentiate you from everybody else, especially in a case like yours where you're doing network marketing where everybody's selling the same product, right? I mean, it still applies even if you don't do network marketing, because obviously we all sell something that somebody else sells, right? But it was about, okay, how do we differentiate Laura from everybody else? And how do we give value in a way that makes a huge difference? And I actually want to show this because I think it's going to be really, really impactful for you guys to see. So this is Laura's website. And, you know, we created all this amazing content, all these great things, but also something that really makes a huge difference for her is that don't worry, I'm not going to show everything, Laura, but, you know, for her team, the people that are on her team, she has all these incredible trainings that she has created for them to build a business plan and having a mindset and how to build a network and how to have systems and like all these different things that are really, really that thing that makes such an impact on the way that you're doing things. So you're not just somebody else selling the same product, but you're somebody that's giving value and giving support in a really different way. So it was interesting for me working with you and bringing that out for you. Because at first you were like, okay, let's just sell it. And I'm like, no, Laura, what are you going to give people? Like, how can we make you become a star? And I remember that through the process, by the end, you were like, oh my God, I wish that I had these same trainings when I started. Like, I wish that somebody would give these things to me. So you were able to build that value in yourself and that certainty. And like, this is like, I'm really good, you know?
Yeah, it was an eye-opener, and it really makes me excited for my team, for my future team, because anybody can do this. They just need a little bit of training on how to get from here to there. So it's been so fun.
Exactly. And then, okay, so we did all that design stuff. We helped her build what her offer was. Even though she had this product, we basically created an offer too. And then from there, we did the whole marketing strategy, which has been so much fun. I have to say, and I keep on telling this to Laura, Laura's like an action taker. Like I have seen, I don't know, I don't even want to tell you like how crazy it is. Like Laura on Sundays messaging me and I'm like, Laura, I'm sleeping.
I'm sorry, it's weekend.
But she's just an action taker, and everything that I tell her, she's like done. It's done. It's crazy how fast she has been able to move through it and create not one, but 2 funnels and all of this really powerful strategy. And I have a ton of videos, and Laura's watched them. Like, how many times have you watched all of the videos?
I listen to Fabi all day, all the time. I actually like hear her voice when I'm going to sleep now.
Oh my God. I hope you like my voice and you're not like, oh my God, stop.
Complete inspiration.
Yeah. So she's really taken all of this and like ran with it and taken action. So how do you feel now in terms of how prepared you are moving forward and like with getting this business off of the ground, like how do you feel like you have the tools? Do you feel like you know what you're doing?
I mean, that's not even a question. Like tonight, I'm going to go down and save my mom. She's got my kids right now. And then once my husband gets home, I'm going to do all these little tweaks and then just get moving. And like, there's no hesitation. There's no fear. There's nothing. It's just, let's do it. Let's go. You know, and that is a complete difference of where I was when I started with this.
Right. Like there was this, like I mean, I wish, and I could probably watch the first videos because we record all of our conversations, but like it's like a different human being. I'm looking at now, 100%. You're so much more confident in yourself. You're sure you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you need to do. We're looking at like her numbers and looking at what statistics and data she needs to be looking at in order to be able to track her growth and what she needs to do, how many people she needs to get in her funnel in order to grow her team. Like all these, like you know exactly what it is that you need to do. It's not a thing of like, I wonder if this will work. Like I wonder if I'm going to be successful. It's a thing of like, okay, this is what I need to do. Where I'm at, this is how I need to get, what I need to do in order to get to the next level. Done. It's not of like, but okay, I just need to take action. And if this doesn't work exactly like that, okay, let me tweak this thing that we know how to do and then fix it and move forward. So it's like a really in-depth process. Okay, so tell me, and you've already kind of covered it right already, but like how do you feel right now about yourself, about your business, about everything?
Excited. I mean, there's like nothing more to say. Like I'm so excited about all the people's lives that I can change because I made the decision to do this myself. And again, if you're like, oh, I could never make that work, right here, I mean, I didn't think that I could either, but I did. I figured out a way. And because I figured out a way, so many different people's lives are going to be impacted. So you got to think about that. Like, and I'm talking to whoever's watching this video, is you got to think about what your potential impact could be, because it's not just about you. It's about everybody that you can help and that you can touch because you made that one decision. And that's what's expanding so much with this, and where like my brain is going in like this later on today and tomorrow and everything that I'm going to be doing, how many people I'm going to be able to reach because of it. So there's just pure excitement. And a lot of tears have happened of gratitude and greatness. I call Fabi one of my angels. So
I'm so proud of you. And you know what? I'm so blessed to be able to work with people like you, and I was telling you this earlier, I mean, obviously we all want to make money, like duh, right? But I really genuinely feel like you care about people. And for me, and you sent me a voice message recently about it too. It's so amazing knowing on a personal level that by me working with you, it means that you're impacting other people. And it's like this ripple effect where like we're doing really, really beautiful and great things in the world, and we're changing the world, and like with the work that we're doing every day. And it makes me so proud to be able to say, like, whenever I see you, like, I mean, you're already at an incredible place, but I know that you're going to have such an impact, and I'm going to be able to say, like, I was a part of that.
Yes. And you think about it too. It's not just women's lives. It's their kids. It's their kids growing up and having that confidence because they had a mom who was able to achieve her. I mean, it goes so deep. So
yeah. I'm so excited. So thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you as a client, as a friend, really. And I can't wait to have you down here in Miami. Whenever you come back, we need to see each other.
Yes. Oh, well.
Drink a little bit of coffee in person, right?
Yes. But
all right. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to add or whatever? I think you've covered it.
I think I've covered it. Yeah. Just figure it out.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thanks, Fabi. Bye.